Hello everyone, and welcome to my first video. Today, I just wanted to say that you're not allowed to put effort into movies anymore. That's right, we don't watch movies because they're good. We watch them for the ha-ha funny memes. The Mario movie is a cinematic masterpiece, and it is definitely not a steaming pile of shit with bad pacing and lazy writing. And the critics gave it a 50%? How dare the critics! How dare the critics have a different opinion? Oh, wait, that's not what we're doing today? Alright, let's get into it. Today, I want to talk about one of the stupidest, most annoying mentalities in the entire film industry, that being the critics are wrong. Now, this is nothing new. This has been going on for a while now. Lots of YouTubers said stuff like this, like Moist Critical, The Act Man, Klutzy King, Kim Josh Un, Matt Pat made a video about the critic scores of the Mario movie, and it might just be one of the worst movie related videos I've ever seen on this platform. It happened with the Transformers movies, Pixels, the 2016 Suicide Squad. Yeah, remember when the Suicide Squad fanbase tried to shut down Rotten Tomatoes because of the negative reviews for their movie? But it really started to get big with the Mario and FNAF movie because you see, the audience cannot just enjoy a movie. No, no, no. They need absolutely everyone to enjoy it as well because they want their opinion to be validated for some reason. Now, don't get me wrong, there are lots of movies out there that don't deserve the low score they got, and there's also a lot of movies that don't deserve the high score they got, especially cuties. But to use it all the time and use arguments like, oh, it's just dumb fun, oh, it's just a kid's movie, oh, it's just a turn your brain off movie, and oh, not every movie needs to be a masterpiece, then it means you're insecure and you can't handle genuine criticism. So today we're gonna talk about a couple movies, mostly the Mario movie, and explain why the drama surrounding these movies is absolutely pathetic. And we're also gonna talk about some other really terrible excuses for bad movies. So let's start with the Mario movie. It has a critic score of 59% and an audience score of 95. Now listen closely for what you're about to hear. The critics don't actually hate this movie. That's right, and if you think I'm wrong, then let's read the critics' consensus of this movie. While it's nowhere near as thrilling as turtle tipping your way to 128 lives, the Super Mario Bros. Movie is a colorful, albeit thinly plotted, animated adventure that has about as many Nintendos as Nintendon'ts. So the critics never said the movie is bad, they're saying the movie is mediocre. So the entire drama surrounding this movie is completely pointless. Now let's get to the second part. People are bashing the critics for supposedly expecting a movie as deep as a Pixar film and expecting another movie like, say, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. Here's my take on this. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with having high expectations for a movie? Do you want people to have low expectations for every movie? Do you just want every movie to be dumb, turn your brain off fun? You don't want any genuine masterpieces that can jerk some tears out of you and become your favorite film of all time? Because I'm going to tell you right now, the Mario movie is essentially just a commercial. There is no plot and there is no fun. It's just a soulless cash grab with no character and charm whatsoever. The entire point of this movie is for you to point at shit and say, oh my god, I know where that's from. Like, we literally devolved. We were raving for movies like Puss in Boots 2, saying not every kid's movie needs to be dumb garbage for babies. But then when the Mario movie comes out, we go all the way back to it's just a kid's movie, bro. And then it switched again with Across the Spider-Verse. Now you're going, but Lizard, I thought they said it's just a kid's movie. That's exactly my point. You see, when people say it's just a kids' movie, it's not a defense, it's an insult. It's an insult to actual good animated movies out there. Just because it's made for kids doesn't mean it has to be dumb, poorly constructed garbage for babies and babies only. And after movies like Puss in Boots 2 and Across the Spider-Verse, people are going to have high expectations for the next big animated movie. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. Also, what I find funny about all this is the fact that the people saying the critics are wrong are also the exact same people who are riding the Space Jam 2 hate train, even though that movie has an 89% on audience score. Like, wow, it must be a really bad movie with that 89%. Let's also look at The Rise of Skywalker, one of the most controversial movies ever made, but for some apparent reason, it has the exact same ratio as the Mario movie, yet everyone hates it. You see what I mean when I say these people are the most annoying kind of people in the movie industry? That's mainly what my takeaway of this video is that the internet is stupid and you shouldn't just listen to everything you hear. Like Cartucci said in his Rotten Tomatoes video, the internet is full of hypocrites. For years, people have been using critic scores to try to prove why a movie is good or bad, but then the Mario movie magically pops into existence, and now all of a sudden, the critics are the most evil people in the world. And the saddest part of all is the fact that it's the only thing that's happening in 2024. 2024 has been an awful year for movies so far. Literally, the only good movie I know this entire year is Dune Part 2. Most of the movies that come out this year are none other than the movies that are being white knighted by the audiences. While the controversies surrounding these movies aren't as bad as the Mario movie, that doesn't mean they're less annoying. The Garfield movie just came out as I'm writing my script for this, and looks like history is repeating itself. You can't criticize the Garfield movie because it's just a kid's movie. You're supposed to turn your brain off and enjoy it. You're just a Disney fanboy, yada yada yada. Like, this is the exact same studio that made the Emoji Movie. People were shitting on that movie for making kids the primary appeal for the movie. I'm not saying that's the only thing bad about the movie, but you get the idea. But the Garfield movie is being defended for the exact same reason why people were shitting on the Emoji Movie. Like I said before, it's like we're devolving. It's like we're not even watching movies because they're good. We're just watching them for the memes. I'm pretty sure when Beyond the Spider-Verse comes out, people are going to talk about how much it sucks because it takes itself too seriously. And then in that exact same year, people are going to talk about why we were too harsh on Megamind 2. Of course, I'm getting ahead of myself. Anyways, that's all I got for part 1. Sorry, I lied to all of you about the video being 40 minutes long, and I think I just overestimated it. Part 2 might come out when this video gets a little more popular, and I will talk about the FNAF movie in part 2. I know there's some movies that I didn't mention in this video, but those movies will definitely make their way into part 2. I also want to make this a fun channel where I talk about stuff that I care about, and hopefully, when I get a little more popular, I'll do a Q&A video with y'all. Before I end this video, I want to hear your opinion on this. What do you think about all of this? Are there any other kind of people in the movie industry that annoy you? Just post your thoughts in the comments below. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this short little essay. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you all in a couple months probably.